Welcome to another video, folks, or today's video. It's going to be the last one for the Ultra League Premier Cup. I will probably do at least a couple sets win it tomorrow. I just don't think I'll make a video with those battles unless they're really, really good. But as a last hurrah, and since I have a Purified Hundo Abomasnow, I decided to bring it into the Premier Cup Classic for our Ultra League with the core of Swampert, non-shadow, and then Charizard with Wing Attack in the back. And hang on, let me fix the IVs on my Swampert real quick. Hang tight. Voila, there's the correct IVs. Okay, then, let's do that. There we go. All right, then. So, again, yeah, Swampert, Charizard. Charizard's Wing Attack. It's pretty much the most common thing. I don't think I've seen a Dragon Breath or Fire Spin myself. I've seen one Dragon Breath on another person's video so far in Ultra League. But let's get right into these battles here. Alrighty, hopping into the first match, we have Abomasnow versus Sylveon. So, neutral lead. We'll see what fast move Sylveon has. Especially with the nerf to Charm, I have definitely been seeing more quick attack Sylveons in terms of the few I have faced. So I'm just going to go for the Energy Ball here. There's a 10% chance for the debuff and the opponent's defense. And it lands and we get the defense drop, which is fantastic. Lego. All right, I'm going to shield. It's definitely a Psy Shock. Are they going to swap? Yep, they do swap 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's a CMP tie. We love that. It's an Energy Ball. This will get big damage or get the shield. Likely a shield. No shield. Okay. But we're going to let this go. We will definitely be coming in with Charizard here. And thankfully that just take us out. And my Abomasnow is not Best Buddy, mind you. So, like, I think it gets like 2,400, roughly speaking, with a Best Buddy boost. But mine is not. It's not even close to a Best Buddy. So, yeah. All right, we're going to farm up. And I go for a Dragon Claw. Reason being is if they probably want to try to get this Icicle Spear off, but I have 2 Dragon Claws loaded, ready to go. And look, we got a CMP tie here. So, this will either get the final shield or, knock out my Charizard. Actually, no, I think Charizard should be able to survive this. And since they double shielded, I'm thinking they're weak to Swampert, or weak to Charizard in the back. And it's an Obstagoon. And then I farm up to a Blast From, which I believe that was 5 right there. It was, and I catch the Night Slash. As Charizard wins CMP tie on both Walrein and Obstagoon. So as long as I can get rid of one with the Swampert, I'm going to be A-okay. We're going to farm up to the double Hydro Cannon, which we are able to outpace thanks to the Mud Shot versus Counter Energy Generation. So 5-4 versus just 5-5 straight up. So we're at the double Hydro Cannon. They're at a Night Slash right now with that counter right there. We get big damage, and then we farm up. I do one more Mud Shot. They do one more counter, so thankfully they don't launch their move. And we get this Hydro Cannon off. And if they live, that's totally fine. Now I can go for a Hydro Cannon and honestly force them to throw their energy. Oh, wait. I'm so confused right now. What did they swap in with? I did this battle, like, as you can see, like 5-something in the morning. Oh, he's still at Sylveon. I totally forgot. That is hilarious. Okay, thankfully we had the Blast Sprint for the Sylveon. So, lol. I'm getting tired already tonight as well. We get the Hydro Cannon off, and that is a good game of our opponent. Very well played. Alrighty then. Let's get into the next match here. We have Abomasnow versus Trevenant. Very positive lead overall. We just need to be careful of the Shadow Ball. They're likely going to swap out, which they do. They go into Swampert, and they go into Snorlax, and then I go into Swampert. They do have a couple more licks than I would have liked for them to have on paper. We are going to let this first Body Slam go through because Charizard's an excellent counter to Abomasnow, so we don't necessarily need switch advantage here. Our goal is to get the Snorlax low and get shield advantage. Ideally, we get both shields, or at least, because if I bring in Abomasnow And even if with Charizard, I'm probably going to shield anyway because, like, Charizard's glassy and then Snorlax has superpower for the Abomasnow. They do get to another Body Slam in time. So we're going to let this go. I will not survive it. I come back with Abomasnow. So, yeah, we're definitely going to... I honestly should have waited and farmed up more after they will, like, after the superpower they're likely going to throw. Yep. So... unless I was thinking at the time that maybe I could try to knock him out, which kind of makes sense, but, you know, it's just the risk you play. Thankfully, they won't get to another move. We do shield the superpower. It's a good shield. If they come back with Trevenant, then they are definitely weak in the back to Abomasnow is the read here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I shield this, but I should have trusted my counts. That was definitely a Seed Bomb, not a Shadow Ball. And then they come with Aerodactyl, and I'm just like, oh, God, this thing core breaks my line right now. Like, Swampert's my best counter. And I'm like, please tell me I live that rock throw or rock. I don't even know what rock one it is. At this point, I'm too tired to kind of think. Oh, thank God we get the next Weather Ball off. So we are, oh, thank goodness. So this should be a good game as Charizard can handle a Shadow Ball just fine, and it will get to a Blast Burn at the same time the tree gets to a Shadow Ball. I mean, when shielding a Seed Bomb is the win con and you don't even realize it, it's just like, huh? Huh? Like, I am perplexed. All right, GG's to the opponent. Very well played. Let's get to the next match here. Whoops, too far. A Red-Nosed God. Okay. Another Sylveon. So I'm going to approach this, I believe, in the same manner. Keep farming up and eventually with good timing throw the energy ball. Let's see if we can get the debuff again. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, no, honestly, Archleaf's been kind of a little bit of a roller coaster. I climbed up to 2410 something or whatever. Then I fell back down to 2150s and I've climbed back up to the 2310s now thanks to this set and the next set you're about to watch. If you like the content, feel free to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. Always helps out. We do get Sylveon. We do shield the Psyshock. They come with Snorlax, so I'm like, pretty similar team to the first one. I just don't know what they have in the back, and I genuinely don't remember off the top of my head. So we're going to go for these Weather Balls, but we go for an Energy Ball instead on the second go. That's going to do definitely more damage, and we get a shield, which is great. Now I got the Abomasnow back in here in its Pokeball for a potential sack swap. Okay, then, so the Body Slam goes through. And then, do I let this go? I do. Do I try to full send the Quake? Yeah, I do. So we're going to just full send the Quake. The question is, what do they have in the back? Charizard can handle Sylveon just fine. The question is, that's not going to happen. I try to come in with Abomasnow to at least see if I can get to an Energy Ball, but, like, it wasn't going to happen. So that is a top left situation. Good game to my opponent. Very well played. Let's go into the next match here. We got a Weekend Warrior here. Love it. Abomasnow versus Primarina. So decent lead if it's Charm. Fantastic lead if it's Waterfall. And it's definitely Charm. But that's okay. We are definitely going to stay in here. Abomasnow is our best answer to Primarina. I mean, you do not see Primarinas very often, as much just because, Charm got the nerf. And until it gets Hydro Cannon, it's just not going to do as well as it can. All right, they come with Obstagoon. I'm a little slow on the swap, so I think they got like 2 counters there for free in the grand scheme of things. But Charizard's still a great response, especially with the shield advantage. So we're just going to go for these Blast Burns. And holy crap, they got the boost! Holy moly. So we definitely need to pressure them with Blast Burns. We need to get the shield down or take them out. Get it done. And thankfully they don't shield, so I'm honestly okay with this. What did they have in the back? They had a Sylveon. Okay, so I'm going to shield here. And we will have to likely go for a Dragon Claw here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Right, so this Dragon Claw will take out or get the final shield. What do they want to do? They let it go. Makes sense. They don't want to shield and give me additional farm. So who do they come in with? Oh my goodness, they come in with Nidoqueen. So we're going to go for the Blast Burn here. And they do not shield, which is fantastic. So due to having all the energy in there, I do go for a Weather Ball here. And they catch a Primarina. They catch a Weather Ball in my Primarina. So that's not ideal by any means. Now I have to make sure that ideally I come out with a Hydro Can loaded if possible. But that's just not going to happen. So the only play I have here is to load up to max energy. Possibly 100. In fact, 100 minus 65. Yeah, I have to go for 100 here. So I believe that's where I'm at because I should only be one mud shot away. Hang on a second. I'm going to backtrack just a bit. I want to see what I do there. Give me... No, I'm not. Okay, I'm at 99. No, I did not need to go to 100 energy. That's right. Okay, 99 minus 65, 34, plus 9, 43, and 40 for Hydro Cannon. So yeah, there we go. That was the energy calculation, in case you were wondering. Sorry, math was my thing in school. So, all right, so we're able to get the Hydro Cannon off and take that game. Very well played to my opponent here. All right, on to the next match here. Right, we have Dragonite fantastically. We do have to be mindful of Superpower, but they're likely going to swap. All right, and it is a Surf Fetch. We love it. And then they throw right away, so I'm just like, okay, this is likely a Night Slash. There's no way they'd be throwing a Leaf Blade like that. So I let it go, because remember, you don't want to shield the first one in case they get the boost, kind of like with the Crunch 2 on the debuff side of things. We did farm up again to 5, so I go for the Dragon Claw here, and they shield, which makes sense. We will shield in kind, because as we do outpace, even with their like 1.5 counter advantage. So, and they get the boost! So, but we're at the, I think, one way, if not at the back-to-back Dragon Claws again. So, we are going to go for it. Either we'll get a shield or we knock him out. We knock him out. That's great, especially after getting the boost. Like, not complaining here. In a way, it kind of works out because that is less farm for the Dragonite. So, we do one wing attack for good timing, throw a Dragon Claw. This is going to hurt the Dragonite if they don't shield. This will hurt. Like, Dragon Claw is not the most powerful move. And a non-stab Dragon Claw just did about 55-60% of its health. There. If we come with Swampert, this should be, it will be close, but the opponent side's Trender, so good game to the opponent, very well played. All right, so we had a nice 4-1 set in the first one. Here's the second set. Hopping into the first match with Alberto 7714, I believe. All right, we have Ampharos. This is where either or Swampert or Abomasnow, we want to see the Ampharos here. And they come with Charizard. So, I'm also to swap. I am going to chip this with the Weather Ball because here's the thing. A non-Shadow Charizard, granted starting at full health, can survive a non-Shadow Swampert Hydro Cannon. Keep that in mind. Now we're in a position where they need 2 Blast Burns to take us out, or a Blast Burn, Dragon Claw, and Wing attacks. So we are in the driver's seat to either get both shields or take switch advantage here. Right, so we're going to go for the first Hydro Cannon. Also keep in mind that Swampert does not win CMP against the Charizard, and they recognize that, I think, and they let it go. But they come back in with Ampharos, so this is telling me they are weak in the back to Swampert. And so I'm just like, if they're that weak, they might be expecting a bait. I'm full sending the Quake, and we get the boom. Let's go. They're not weak in the back to Machamp, so honestly, I'm surprised they did not come with Machamp. I'm wondering if that was a misclick, which I had a misclick in a game. I don't know if it was in this set. There was a set today where I shielded a Thunder Punch, and I knew it was a Thunder Punch because I caught it on my Swampert. I'm just like, it was a misclick. Like, yeah. So, I do come in with the Bombastone because I get a lot of farm in here, and so I'm just like, okay, Charizard's my win con here. So I do shield, and they go for a cross chop, which is unfortunate. And I CMP tie, which is also unfortunate. There's no reason not to go for the Rock Slide. They definitely have it, and I'm going to just do it. So, that's unfortunate here. So, we do go for the Dragon Claw here. The Ampharos is still a little scary. No, it's not. It's dead. I'm getting tired if y'all can't tell. So, they knew I had the back-to-back Dragon Claw, so they just let it go. GG's to the opponent. Very well played. I just had 2 very good responses to Ampharos on my team. Alrighty, getting into the next match, we have Corey1277. Who is that trainer going to lead with? Wall Rain, so pretty good lead overall. This is definitely where we want to see the Wall Rain most of all. And they try to catch on to Como, so we're going to go for a Weather Ball here. I don't remember what I did here. Okay, clearly I don't swap into Charizard, but I do go for another Weather Ball. So this will get the shield or knock out Como. Okay, and I do farm up. I am going to shield. I will respect the superpower. And they go for a Dragon Claw, which is unfortunate. So we're going to farm up again, and I'm going to try to catch the superpower, but they hold on to their energy. But they don't. They definitely had a Dragon Claw. Were they trying to go for double Dragon Claw, which is possible? I mean, I've definitely tried the same thing, and I've succeeded and failed. You know, and over the many times I've tried that. So we're just going to go for the Blast Burn. We're down to 1 shield, and we need 2 Blast Burns to, like, KO anyway at this point. Unless the Wing Attacks get it down for a Dragon Claw. Yeah, we definitely need 2 Blast Burns. We need the Dragon Claw and pretty much all the Wing Attacks to get to that second one to take out the Wall Rain. Alrighty then, so we're going to go for a Dragon Claw here. Does not take it out, but it does get it low, and I'm going to let this go. I want to say I come in with Swampert after this, because the Powder Snows are double resisted, and Abomasnow's low, and I can take an Ice Spear comfortably on Swampert. Yeah. Alright, they come in with Gallade. 2, 3... and yeah, this is going to be still tough because ideally I'd want to catch a Leaf Blade onto the Abomasnow. Now I do get the second Hydro Cannon off, which is great. Now I honestly you could argue that I should switch into Abomasnow right away because I do. Okay, good. And they go for another Confusion. So I do go for a Weather Ball here, which is great. And thank goodness. Alrighty, so, and it takes out the Gallade. That is a good game to the opponent. Very well played. Alrighty, hopping into the next match, we have... Yeah, I don't want to try saying that name. Alright, Charizard. So, not a good lead. We're going to swap into our own Charizard right away. Swampert's our best counter, so Charizard is our safe slot, definitely in the case of a Charizard lead. Now we have Auroras. This is not ideal. So Auroras has play against this whole team, especially if Swampert isn't on it first, because once it gets a Meteor Beam off, which this one is, bang, my Charizard goes down. Oh, that Meteor Beam probably takes like 3 Charizard. It hurts so bad. Yeah, that hurts. So we come in with Swampert. I faced it a couple of times, so I should know. I know an Earthquake will do. I need an Earthquake most likely to take it out in one go. They're going to go for Weather Balls here. No reason for them not to, especially since they're boosted. But I go for a Hydro Cannon. Again, it's just like, that's another thing that can work in your favor is when you're using a Mon that you know, but most opponents don't know yet, it can really work in your favor. But we do get a shield. So I'm like, pretty please let this go. Like, pretty please KO. We know that's not going to happen. I do have both shields, so I'm definitely going to use them now. Use one now. Righty, so we're going to try to farm down here. Unfortunately, that is not going to happen. Ouch. Excuse me. We do use our second and final shield. And then we do farm. And unfortunately, this is going to be a good game because there is no way to recover from this unless I catch a move. And the opponent, if he or she knows what they're doing, they're not going to try to catch. Like, this is GG's. I need 2 Weather Balls to get this Charizard low, and it'll get to a Blast Burn before that. So, yeah, unfortunately, just couldn't get the... I didn't get the energy I needed to take on the backline with Swampert. So, boom, I burn, and I lose. So, yeah, I touched top left after that. At the time they throw their move, which really doesn't save time for them. So, sorry, guy. Alrighty, hopping into the next match, we have... Alrighty, we have Abomasnow versus Gyarados. Pretty positive lead overall. Crunch will do some damage, but the first one won't KO. Then we have a Bisharp, so that's why I was slow in the response. I'm like, Steel Dark. I'm like, I had to think for a second. So I do decide to shield to respect the Focus Blast. I don't. So I go for a Dark Pulse. Okay. 2. And I do go for a Hydro Cannon, but Sharp is glassy, and I'm thinking, like, can a Hydro Cannon take it out? It doesn't, but we get the Mud Shot through, so I am going to shield. I want to maintain the alignment. Since a Crunch won't take out Abomasnow, it can get to Weather Boss pretty comfortably, so shield deficit shouldn't really hurt long run unless whatever the third mon is something that really hard counters us. Alright, so we're going to be able to get to another Hydro Cannon here. The question is, can we get to a third? That would be great. Hydro Cannon number 2 coming through. Can we get to a third? No, we cannot. That is unfortunate. So we're going to come in with the Gyarados. We're going to let this move go through. Also, now that it's low enough that Wing Attacks will do enough damage with a Dragon Claw in tow. So I'm not too concerned about that. And we have a Surf Fetched in the back. So at this point, we just need to... we have to shield the Brave Bird. If we shield the Brave Bird, we're good. Because they have a shield advantage. So they're going to get to a Brave Bird. It's just a question of when do they want to throw it. Another Dragon Claw here. Alright, I am going to shield this. Nope, I don't. I decide to call it. And then I should be shielding now. Thank you. It's like I can't remember my own battles. But when you're tired, sometimes you just don't remember as well. So... no, I do decide to continue farming. I want them to force them to throw their energy, so this is okay. As Abomasnow can farm down here in 1 or 2 Powder Snows, but they do decide to swap out. A Weather Ball will be perfectly enough with maybe 1 more Powder Snow to knock out the Gyarados, and a Crunch will not take us out. Maybe barely, if it would have. But we're able to take that game. Very well played here. All right, we got 1 more game for you guys. Hopping into the last match, we have Abomasnow versus Walrein. So, definitely want to go for energy balls here like we've seen before. Just hopefully we don't, they don't cash. Alrighty then. So they're going to go for an Icicle Spear. Makes sense. They want to throw it before we get to an energy ball. I want to say the Snowman wins CMP tires on the Walrein. Now, I paused for a second there if my memory serves, again, to ensure that they don't catch. We do get an energy ball, and the defense drops. Let's go! 2 defense drops in 10 games. We love that. Hey, if this happens once every set, that's honestly a pretty good ratio, all things considered. They go for an Icicle Spear, and we're able to get to another energy ball, so this is big. We will come in with Charizard, though, regardless. As we can just farm down. And if we... oh, we got an Ampharos in the back. I feel so bad for this trainer. I'll let this go. As Brutal Swing, while do a decent chunk, it will not even do half our health. Does like, I want to say 25-30%, which is decent, in all honesty. Is that... I don't even remember if that's a Shadow Ampharos. If it's not, definitely, I would say there's an argument to have that Shadow Ampharos is better in terms of Go Battle League. And we take out the Ampharos with Earthquake, and that's a good game to the opponent. Very well played. So, ending it off with a boom if this were a Zionic video, but it's not, so I'll just say boom in my own way. But yeah, so overall, very nice 8-2 run there with the team. And I hope you all enjoyed the content. Let's see our elo here. So let's see, 23-16. So yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!